Hey guys, welcome to Makeup and Hustle. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Vidhi and today we're just going to be playing around with makeup. I don't have any theme or anything like that in mind. I just feel like wearing makeup. I haven't worn it in a couple of weeks. So that's exactly what I want to do. Just want to paint my face. So let's get started. Alright you guys, so I recently placed an order on Cosmetic Capital. I had never heard of this site before, and when I sort of was browsing on all the websites that are available for makeup shopping, etc., so this particular site popped up and prices were ridiculously cheap on this website. And I did, I didn't spend a lot of money because I was kind of like, well, what if I don't get it? But here's the parcel. I did get it. And it's a pretty compact parcel, like as you can see, it's a pretty tiny box, but I did order a fair few things. So my goal is to try and use stuff that's in this box. By the way, new hair. What do you guys think? I did vlog it, but I haven't put up the vlog yet. I straightened it a little bit just a little bit before filming, and I'm still trying to get used to it. I think I don't like it straightened. I think I like it a bit more natural. I think they're a bit more fluffy when they're natural, and just like, it's pretty deep layers, honestly. Like, I haven't gone this short in such a long time, but it feels so good. Like, I mean, my head feels really, really light. I love it. And like washing it out the door, oh, so easy. So the first thing coming out, so I picked up the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Concealer Pomade. This is in light medium. I also picked up Maybelline Dream Matte Blush. I used to love the Dream Matte Mousse foundation. It used to come in like a similar pot. I used to love that, and then they discontinued it, and I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so I'm assuming like this is something similar to that. This is in the shade Koi Coral. I also picked up Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush. Can't see much of an ombre there, can you? Very subtle. This is in the shade Mai Tai. Mai Tai Buy You a Drink. Oh, okay. I mean, the spelling is like interesting. I also picked up Dream Satin Liquid Hydrating Foundation in the shade 44 Natural Beige. I'm usually a natural beige in Maybelline foundations and most of the foundations. So this is the hyaluronic acid one. I picked this one up because I feel like in winter I need hydration, like all the hydration that I can get. And with my recent dermatitis, which this is, that's exactly why I haven't filmed in a long time, because it flared up really bad and I just couldn't do anything. So now it's under control and here I am. The other thing coming out of the box is e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Natural. We've got a Rimmel lip pencil or a lip liner. What's the in Natural as well? Oh, okay. Yep, so we've got a Rimmel lip pencil in Natural. I also picked up the NYX Wonder Stick Highlight and Contour Stick Duo in Medium or Tan. So my monitor is on this side, that's why I keep looking there. And then this one is just packed kind of like that. I'm guessing packaging was pretty secure for the most part, but I think that's probably the reason why they're able to keep their costs low. I'm not complaining either way. Okay, so these are a bunch of lip products. I also picked up the Rimmel Stay Matte Lip Color in the shade Latte to Go. I picked up a L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in Beige Boudoir. I love their packaging, the L'Oreal one. I have Ferris Nude, which is like my all-time favorite. I also picked up Maybelline liquid lip color. This is Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Lip Color in Driver. They're all very natural colors, come to think of it. This is NYX Full Throttle lipstick in the shade, what are you? FTLS 01. That's all it says. Okay. It says it's a waterproof lipstick. FTLS01. It's a pretty dark, like a rich brick red sort of a color. And then I also picked up the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Filler brow mascara. And then not from this place, but then I went to Chemist Warehouse because I wanted to get a new sponge. So I picked up the Flower Beauty 3-in-1 blending sponge, which is this one. So I've already, you know, wet it, and it kind of grew significantly in size, which is great. It is squishy. I don't prefer this shape. I actually like the Morphe or the, what is it? The Real Techniques one, but I couldn't find the Real Techniques one, so I ended up getting this one. It is squishy. We'll see how it goes. And then from Chemist Warehouse, I also picked up another Superstay Matte Ink lip color. This is in the shade Seductress. Love this color. Love, 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 love this color. So that's it. And I am going to try and use as much as I can from here. And then we'll pull from my collection as we go. So let's get started. All right. So I'm probably going to need primer. So let's keep it in the family. And I'm going to go in with my Face Studio Pore Minimizing Primer. So this is the gray one. Excuse my nails, they are horrendous and I need to do them, but I feel like I just want to get them done. So I might actually go out and get them done. Kind of want to do long nails, and in order to do that, like, I need to apply tips. But right, so for foundation, it is a little bit liquidy. Like, I wonder how different it would be to the matte and poreless. Okay, honestly, I feel like a lot of that got absorbed by the sponge. It's a very sheer coverage. Like, you can still see all of my freckles. Huh. Maybe let's try with a brush. Okay, so I just turned on some extra lights. I feel like I was missing something, so we're all good now. But yeah, like I said, I feel like this is really low coverage. Like, it's very sheer coverage with the sponge. So what I might do is I might just go back in with brush and hope for the best, because I need more coverage. This is nothing. Let's try this again. I've just taken about half a pump on the brush itself. Oh yeah. Much more coverage. Yeah. Definitely a lot more coverage with the brush. So I reckon brush is the way to go with this. Another half a pump. Okay, not minding it, not minding it. And then for concealer, I guess we'll go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pomade Concealer in light medium, 01.5. I think it looks like a good shade. I'm actually just going to use my fingers. That's actually a really good shade match. And we'll also use that to prime our eyelids. Okay, my face is a little bit sticky and I can actually see the foundation transferring on my fingers. So, yeah, there's a lot of foundation on my fingers right here. See that? I like the texture of this concealer. It has got like a moussey texture, so it's really, really soft. And it blends like a dream, especially with the fingertips. Oh, so good. It is very emollient, so I feel like this is one of those that you need to set for sure, otherwise it will crease. but it is a very, very natural color for me. I think I could have gone like a shade lighter as well. But I really like it actually. I think for like everyday wear, this might be a really good one. Like for those no foundation days, I think you can get away with it. I actually have been wanting to try the Flower Beauty Glow Getter Liquid Illuminizer today. I'm just going to take just a tiny bit at the back of my hand. And again, I'm just going to be using my fingers and not quite feeling it. Yeah, I don't think I would be reaching for that again. This I'm really excited about. So this is the Dream Matte Blush in Koi Coral by Maybelline. Look at this color. Oh my god, the camera is not even doing it justice. I'm just going to be using like a small stippling brush, just like that. Okay, so initially the first layer, once that comes off, you get a lot more pigment out of this one. So definitely dab off at the back of your hand, but it blends like a dream. So it's okay if you kind of go a little bit heavy-handed. It will blend. Okay, this I love. And then I'm just going to wipe this brush. And I'm going to use the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Medium or 10. It's very creamy, so like that. The shade's also a good match. It is a little bit on the reddish undertone. So not great for like contouring, but not bad for bronzing your face. Oh, the crazy on my eyes, it is insane. So for my jawline, I'm actually bringing it downwards and not so much upwards because you want to create that shadow. Look, I actually don't mind this. I feel like it looks pretty good. It's easy to blend. I just feel like it's more of a bronzing shade rather than a contour shade. I will try out the highlight as well because we've come this far, so why not? It's just like a matte cream sort of a feel. Okay, you know what? Actually, this I might use for down here just to kind of clean up where we applied that. And just around the center of my nose. Just kind of cleans up. Okay, yeah. So it can work that way. Actually, I really like that. Okay, cool. And now we're gonna set everything because the situation needs fixing. All right, cool. The concealer's creased a lot, so I'm just going to go back in and just remove any of those creases. Don't have a new powder today, so we're just going to go in with my Australia's Fresh and Flawless. I'm first going to set underneath or around my eyes, actually. And then just taking a big fluffy brush and just setting the rest of my face. Because I feel like the foundation is definitely something that would move. It's still transferring just a tiny bit, just ever so slightly. And I don't want it to be moving around. So I think this is one of those that you definitely have to set. Yes, I have this one that I need to try. So our brow mascara. So let's do our brows real quick. All right, so brows are on, and the next thing I'm going to try is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Filler Mascara. This is in the shade Soft Brown. I'm hoping it's a small wand. Oh! Okay, this is... Okay, interesting. I feel like I should have done some research before I tried this on. Okay, this is... Okay. I'm like, I can see the fibers. The wand just scares me a little bit, to be honest. Okay. Are you supposed to fill your brows in or just go directly in with this? Like, how do you use this? I honestly don't know what it did, but I'm just going to stop there because I feel like I'm wasting time. Okay, this is very, very interesting. I wish I'd done some research around this. One thing that did come out of this is that I can see some sparseness and areas where I didn't fill it in completely. And then I'm just going to do the rest of my base. So for that one, I'll be using my Revlon Skin Lights bronzer in Cons Tan, which is this one right here, which is such a beautiful one. And just using my regular bronzing brush, we're just gonna warm up and just bring back some color into our face that we lost after powdering. So the base is still showing through, which is really pretty. But I don't know if for some reason, like every time I do cream products and then I set it, like I have to have something a bit more. And plus, like, you do need to set the cream products, otherwise it will like move all around, which we don't want. And for blush, we've got the Wet n Wild Ombre Blush. This, I said, was Might I Buy You a Drink? Okay, hopefully it has a little bit of color to it. And then for highlight, I want to go in with my Fenty one. I think I used it in my last video as well. And I used the Lightning Dust one, but today I want to use the Fire Crystal one, which is this one here. Ooh. Oh, that is bright. That is like in your face bright. Okay, we're gonna have to diffuse this a little bit, so I'm just gonna go in with my sponge. All right, so now I'm just gonna quickly set my face before I do my mascara and lips. So we're gonna go in with MAC Fix Plus trusty. All right, so we're back. I'm going to do my lips before I do my brows because my eye area is still drying a little bit. And then so for lips today, I think I'm going to go in with Driver from Maybelline. I love this shade. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of Seductress. I love the mix of the two shades. I think that is so pretty. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? What I think of the products that I tried today. So for example, the foundation, I feel like the foundation, it's a great shade match. I do always list all my foundation shades down below, so be sure to check that out if you're, if you're similar to my skin tone and you want to know what I am in other foundations. But this foundation, I feel like with the sponge is probably not the best way to use it. It is very thin consistency, and brush is probably the way to go with this one. As far as the coverage goes, like I mentioned earlier, I would say it's like a medium, light medium coverage, but you can build it up to like sort of a high medium. Definitely not a full coverage foundation unless you have perfect skin. But I do sort of like it. I think it's comfortable on the skin. It doesn't sit like on top of the skin. It kind of melts into the skin, which I really like. I think for everyday lighter coverage, I think this would be great, but it is not transfer resistant. It will transfer. So you need to definitely set this one with powder or, something like that, or powder foundation or something like that. As far as the concealer goes, the concealer was a little bit more emollient than I thought. So I think, the warmth of my fingers just made it a bit more creamy, which is great. But again, something that I would have to figure out a way to work into my routine. The shade is really great for like everyday colors. This was in the shade Light Medium. So I think like for day-to-day wear, I think this is great, but it's not full coverage, again, in my opinion, not for my skin tones. Unless if you do color correcting and then use this on top. So it could be something there, but not sure. And then we've got the NYX Wonder Stick. I loved this one. I think the contour shade is more like a bronzing shade. So I would say you can use it as like a, to bring warmth back into your skin, but not so much as a contour because it is a little bit on the reddish undertone and not so much the grayish undertone. And as far as the highlight goes, there's no shimmer to it, there's no shine to it. So you can actually just use it to sort of brighten underneath the areas that you've contoured to kind of bring that out and create those hollows. So I do like this. I will continue to use this. It does remind me quite a bit of my my Maybelline V Face stick, but this one is definitely a bit more on the grayish undertone. So if you're looking for something to contour with, I would say go with that one. And if you're looking for something to kind of bronze with, then I would say go with the NYX one. So those are my thoughts on that one. So for the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Filler Mascara, I feel like this is... I need to figure out how to use this. I don't have an opinion formed on this one. The only thing that I can say is it has me confused, and I feel like I need to do a little bit of homework before I can actually use this and justify, the theory behind the brush on this one. So, nothing, I wasn't wowed by it, even though I didn't know how to use it. So I think probably need to figure out how to use it and then come back to it in another video maybe, or perhaps in a comment down below. I will let you know how I feel about this product. And then we have the two blushes. So we've got the Maybelline Dream Matte Blush in Koi Coral, and then we've got My Thai Buy You a Drink in the Wet n Wild Ombre Blush. I actually loved both of these blushes. I would definitely use them again, especially the combination of the two I really like. This one is very pigmented and this one is a subtle pigment that you can build up. So both of them have their perks, and I think both of them have their own place in my collection. So definitely like both of them, definitely will continue to use both of them as well. The color payoff, the intensity, and I think the way they sit on the skin is actually absolutely beautiful. So definitely love, 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 love this. And then lastly, I've got the two lip colors. I love both of these shades, but together I think it's fire. Like, it's such a pretty pink, like a soft, subtle pink, and I think it looks so good. It reminds me, a combination of these two reminds me Velvet Teddy by MAC. I love these two shades. Velvet Teddy and the Ferris Nude in L'Oreal. Like, these are fantastic. On its own as well, they're really fantastic. Like, this is a really, it's like if you want to just completely blur out your lips, you can go with the shade Driver. And then if you want to, like, just to, you know, your lips but better sort of a look, you can go with Seductress. So these two are fantastic. That's all the products that I was able to try in today's video. I do have a few more lipsticks that are left, which I can obviously, you know, share with you guys in another video. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Please don't forget to give it a like if you did, and also subscribe to my channel. I feel like I have been recording for about 2 hours now, and I am actually absolutely talked out. Hopefully I can condense it down to just maybe 10-15 minutes, hopefully, fingers crossed. Probably not. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.